Welcome as here. So today we're going to be looking at Spice and Wood from Creed, part of their line called Le Royal Exclusive. So it comes in this beautiful white texture box here, really good detail on it. The front you have the name of the fragrance, Spice and Wood, their logo at the top, and then the name of the line, Le Royal Exclusive. And then at the back you also have more information, and this is a 75 ml. Equally beautiful a bottle here with the detail, the gold color on their logo all over the bottle, and this is supposed to be gilded with a 10 karat fine gold here. And then the cap is actually plastic, and then the distribution on this is actually really nice. Yeah. So what do I get out of Spice and Wood? So this is a refined, gentleman-like fragrance, subtle nuances, not shouting, but still has that gentleman-like character to it. So what I get out of this fragrance, and it's a simple one. At the top, I get a crisp bergamot along with a transparent crisp green apple accord. That dries down pretty fast and then goes into the background, and then what I get after about 30 minutes is pretty much a dominant cedar and then black pepper accord. So at that point, after about 30 minutes, what I get is pretty much a peppered woody accord, mainly the cedar and then the black pepper. After about an hour though, I lose the cedar and then the black pepper, they tone down, go into the background, and what surfaces is pretty much a slightly powdery woody accord with a musky undertone. The type of wood that I get in the dry down is pretty much birch, along with a powdery, slightly powdery accord that is coming from the iris, and then a musky base. That's pretty much what I get out of the fragrance. So in terms of performance, that's where this fragrance lacks a little bit. I get between 5 and 6 hours of longevity. Projection for the first 30 minutes is okay, and after that it becomes a skin scent for the remainder of the time I'm wearing it. And then sillage is also below average. So overall I get this soft fragrance with subtle nuances with the woods, and then a slight spicy accord at some point being the black pepper, and after that is just the birch and then the powdery iris there, and then the musk. So it is a subtle scent throughout the wearing of the fragrance, except for the first 20 to 30 minutes. That's about it. So I would say performance there is below average for me. So in terms of seasonality, this will work perfectly during summer. I would say fall and spring as well, but I don't see this one performing really well during winter. So in terms of situation, this one is actually really versatile. The subtle nuance along with the pleasant, non-complex scent profile here lends itself to something that you can wear in pretty much in any situation here. I would not wear this to a date because the person would not be able to smell it. Office, it would be perfect. Dressed formally, this will actually be a really good scent. Close encounter might work well in those situations as well, but in a date, if you want the person to smell you, this one might not do the trick. But overall, it is a really versatile fragrance and a pleasant one at that. So talking about alternatives and then things that you can try if you like Spice and Wood, but you don't want to spend that kind of money. When I was testing it, it did remind me at some point in time during the testing of another fragrance that I have in my collection. And then the point in time that I'm talking about is when I get the cedar wood and then the black pepper, that peppery, spicy woody accord, and then the musk. It did remind me of Designer Shake 70. They're not exactly the same, but what I get out of Chic Shake 70 is pretty much a powerful cedar, a much louder cedar than what you get in Spice and Wood, along with some spicy accords and then some musk. So if you want something that is stronger along the same lines, you should definitely give this one a try. It is much cheaper actually when you look at the discounter sites. It is much cheaper than Spice and Wood, and then if you're looking for something along those lines and then something that is pleasant, has that cedar accord with some subtle spices and then the musky undertone there, give this a try. I think it is a great fragrance and it'll last much longer. So in terms of rating, this is where this fragrance is going to lose a lot of points for me. It retails around 500 plus in the US. Discounters you can get it much cheaper, but even at that price point, taking the scent profile being simplistic, pleasant there, and then the performance not being that great on me at least, I'll give this a 6.5 out of 10. I think it is worth sampling. It is pleasant enough to warrant an interest there, or to seek out a decant or sample it, but to keep in my collection, I don't think this is going to make the cut, especially when I'm trying to get under 200, and then compared with the other fragrances that I have in my collection, this is definitely not making the cut there. If you've tried Spice and Wood, let me know what you think of the fragrance. I think it is pleasant, but I don't think it deserves the price tag for what it does, especially with the performance. And then if you look at other options there as well, for me, it is a pass on my collection. So I'm going to definitely be getting rid of this one. Let me know what you think of the scent. Again, thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and then take care.